Hello and welcome to Memvic Music Studio. My name is Angoli Ibesoku. Today I will be comparing studying in the US to studying in the UK. I studied in both countries and there are pros and cons, and if you stick right to the end of the video, I will give my verdict. Tuition fees in the US vary between universities, especially depending on whether you are going for a private or state university. You can expect to pay between $25,000 and $45,000, and also a lot of the universities, especially undergraduate programs, would detail their meal plan and housing expenses as well. For postgraduate fees, you find that a lot of the programs, they charge per course, so it can be higher depending on where you're looking at. Undergraduate fees in the UK vary between $23,000 plus to $25,000. And for postgraduate studies, you can expect to pay between $20,000 plus to just over $32,000, and some degrees could cost more. I consider teaching and learning style and student experience to be one of the most important factors one should consider when deciding to choose a country or a university to go to. If you're going to pay all that money to study abroad, then it's only natural that you seriously consider how you'll be taught and what experiences you might get out of the money you're paying. From my experience, US has a very hands-on teaching style, particularly studying a practical course, which is what I studied. Studying this at a university, I found that there were lots of opportunities to play in groups. So you get a great deal of practical opportunities and lots of group and activities to be part of and improve your art. Even if you're not studying a practical course, I found within my department, for example, there were lots of students who were studying like engineering and other subjects because they were interested in singing, for example, or playing in the orchestra or playing in bands. They could come to the department and be part of. There was something for everyone in the school to be part of, and I really liked that. I found that the UK style of teaching is more theory-based and not a lot of practical opportunities, especially for those who are looking to study practical subjects. I didn't find lots of groups or activities to be part of. I remember when I was doing my master's program, I really wanted to be a part of a singing group, but we just had the one singing group in the school and there wasn't anything else. So I ended up playing in the orchestra, but that was just it. So if you're looking for an excellent student life experience and where you get a lot out of the money you're paying for, I'd say look towards the US, because in your subject as well as any other interest you might have outside of studying, you'll find that there are lots you can be involved in and get yourself very busy and experience great student life. According to the university which I attended, 98% of the students receive some form of financial aid towards their studies. And I find this is not unique to this university. It's a lot easier to get scholarships and financial aids to help with your tuition fees and even sometimes living expenses in the US. A number of universities would offer scholarships to play in their school ensembles. They could offer scholarship to play in the sports team or even any other field as well. However, in my experience, the student would have to maintain a certain level of academic standing to continue receiving these scholarships. So even if the scholarship is for music or for sports or for anything, in the course you're studying, you have to maintain a certain academic standing to continue receiving these scholarships and as well play in the group or play in the sport team. So for the UK, it's really difficult to find any sort of financial aid or scholarship. At least that was the case for me. When I was about doing my master's, I really searched to find some sort of financial help or scholarship, but I couldn't find. Many of them usually have lots of conditions. That's if you come by some. So I ended up paying the full international student fees, even though I lived and worked in the UK at the time. Dependent adults such as a spouse would not be allowed to study or work in the US. So this makes it really difficult for a mature student who has a family or maybe a spouse to travel to the US to study with the family, because you would have to support everyone since your spouse cannot work. If you have young children, they could enroll in school, but then you still have to support everyone, and that can be really challenging. Even though you, the student, is allowed to work typically for 20 hours, this work might also be limited to working just within the school campus. Dependents of postgraduate students in the UK are free to work how many hours they choose, and I think this makes UK a practical choice for mature students. I mean, if you've got a spouse, one person can study and the other person can work, and whilst you're supporting your family, you don't have to clean up your savings. The student who is studying, however, is only allowed to work 20 hours. Now, 20 hours might seem like it's small, but if you really work 20 hours in the UK, you find that it's quite a lot. And if you work more than that, chances are your studies would be impacted. So in line with what I previously mentioned about how easier it is to get financial aid and scholarship in the US, so it is that you can find it easier to get a full ride to study for a postgraduate degree in the US. When I was still a student, undergraduate student then, I had a lecturer who always said you shouldn't have to pay for a postgraduate degree. That's how much people thought you could get some form of help towards your postgraduate studies. I mean, a lot of people, you can become a graduate teaching assistant. So you help with teaching undergraduate students, and in return, the university could give you accommodation and then they would pay you a stipend. It is also possible to get a visa for 1 to 6 years to stay in the US after your studies. However, you would have to get a training position or get a job whereby the company you've got the job with, they are willing to be your sponsor for the visa. And you need to get these job or training within few months of graduating. Currently in the UK, all students are entitled to 2-year postgraduate study visa upon finishing their course. This would enable them to work full-time in any organization. So, what do I think? I'll put it this way. If you're a mature student and you're looking to come out with your family and money is tight, and you want to be able to support your family when you come out, and perhaps you might be looking to settle in the country or at least get some work experience and save up some money, UK definitely would be a better option, because like I said in the comparison, your spouse can work, you can work 20 hours, and after studies you've got 2-year postgraduate study visa, which would enable you to get work experience in the field you studied or within any other field. At least you would save some money. And sometimes it might be possible to get a job within these 2 years with a company who are willing to sponsor you, and if they sponsor you, you can stay up to 5 years, and then from there you can perhaps apply for indefinite leave and the rest of it, maybe settle if that is what you're looking for. However, if money is not tight and you're not a mature student and you are looking to get the best out of the money which you're paying for your school fees, I'd say go to the US, because the programs are very much hands-on and lots of exposure within the campus or even around wherever you're studying. I'd say the US definitely offers better value for all the money you'll be paying. I hope you enjoyed this comparison, which is entirely my opinion, having studied in both countries and currently living in the UK.